She spoiled us last night.
So, baby, give me those little cards. Would you mind? I'm gonna look at those real quick.
These? Yeah.
And we're gonna do an let's unpack that.
Go with
We're gonna do our little tidbits. We're just gonna hang out.
Kathleen, we're grateful you're here. Thank you.
Oh, this is nice. These are good.
We got a new game and we want to share it with you guys, but we're not in order. Are we gonna just start going somewhere?
We did gratitude.
LT70.
You know what I'd like for you all to do real quick, if you don't mind, baby?
What's that?
Is I would like for you all to say something to someone in the comments, that you love about them. Like something you admire about them, that you love about them, that you're grateful for. So think about someone in the comments who you've gotten to know through their lives or otherwise, and then just say like, hey, I really admire you for A, or I really like that you're this, or you inspire me when you,
Right.
Okay? This is good.
Thank you, Autumn.
Love you, Autumn. I think Autumn wants rotel. Autumn, you know you're gonna come. The weather's gonna be too bad, probably for you to come get some, but we're gonna freeze it for you.
We have a whole gallon.
It's just shadows, baby.
I can't see, baby. That's why I'm leaning forward.
Maybe can you bring it closer then?
Well, then we're so close. It's like weird.
It's just like my whole face is shadowed.
Well, this needs to be in front of you. That's part of it.
It's your hair, baby.
There. Now you're not shadowed.
Now lean up and see what happens. See? Sorry, we are figuring out the lights. You know, when we have melanin and a fair-skinned redhead, it's, we got to get the lights together.
Is that better?
I'm white, but it's okay. Baby, Broadway Bandit sent a subscription.
Oh, hold on, Broadway Bandit. Thank you, love.
And I think we should start with saying some things about people that in our TC fam. We can also say something we admire about them.
Oh, I would love to do that. There's so many.
From them.
So many.
Mo Everything shouted out Autumn. These are shout outs, TC fam shout outs. Mel's grateful for all the generosity of the TC fam. Tania, your determination to achieve your goals. Someone loves Delilah's whole life. Is Sweetie here? No, she's not, but you can still tag her. I haven't seen her. She might be, but I haven't seen her. Crafty Kamika loves Tam's positivity. Jackie Sunshine.
Jackie Sunshine, I love that. Hey, Lane. Hey, Lila.
Thank you, Lila. Corny Aspen sent a subscription. Thank you.
Thank you, Corny Aspen.
Love you.
It's for you, love.
It's coming. Anyone else? Come get your baby. Thank you for the edits. Little
A's
Thank you
edits.
for the edits.
We're grateful for those too. We have so many amazing edits.
I know.
Coming through.
I love Ocean. Their personality just shines.
Katie's affirmations. Hey, Danielle.
You want us to do a couple?
Autumn's generosity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of a, I would like to point out a few people, but it's there are so many people, and I know I'm going to miss a few if I just try to target them.
Do it then?
What?
Okay.
No, I was just prefacing because there are a lot of people that do what I'm about to say, but you guys are just so incredibly generous. Not just with us, but you're so generous with the TC fam, and it doesn't go unnoticed. From the subscriptions you give to, I don't know, just Katie's affirmations. The love and the support just comes in so many different forms, and we absolutely love that. So, and, we are made aware almost daily of different connections that are going on kind of behind the scenes of a live, and how people have been connected from the beginning, and the people that talk every day and those kinds of things. Like we don't know about that until you tell us. And it's just, we absolutely love that. We love your generous heart towards one another.
That's right.
Yeah. We love you, Crystal. Where's Aiden?
We check in on each other.
We check in on each
I
other.
know.
Joan, it's so meaningful to us, to know that, that you guys are there for each other. We love it. Corny Aspen said, "This is my home." I feel that.
Kathleen
I found champions here.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like,
We love you too, Miss Nicole. We talked about you earlier, and
my
just
safe place.
grateful for your message to us, really about being responsible influencers, and we just really appreciated that message too. You feel the love here, Charlene. Great. So we just encourage you, even unprompted, to reach out and say, "Hey, I just want you to know that I really appreciate your edits, or I really appreciate your positivity in the comments," or whatever it is, because I don't think we compliment people enough. I don't think that we affirm and celebrate people enough in general in life. Not you all, in general, we need to do a better job of that. And so just encourage you all to do that.
Yeah.
All
This
right.
family loves hard. That's right, Tyus.
Yes. When is my birthday? March 23rd. Thank you, Corny Aspen.
Thank you, love.
Hi, Cutting Up Corey. I hope you're feeling well. Okay, we're at 3140 subscriptions.
Subscriptions? I love it.
That's good, Kathleen. It is so important.
It's so important. We all need it. We all need to feel seen. We need to feel appreciated. We need to feel like we're making a difference. I think that's just universal. Everyone wants to make a difference. And and sometimes we take, I don't know if it's we take it. What happened?
Sorry, Autumn's in 50 subscriptions.
Autumn!
Autumn! Wow!
That's what we're talking about. It's like,
amazing. Autumn, thank you so much. Look at all the people getting
and
subscriptions.
that's
This is
for the
exactly what we're
TC
talking
fam.
about.
That's exactly what we're saying. It's like
Love you
just
so
stepping
much.
outside of ourselves, and giving to someone else, whether it's our time or a subscription or just
or tapping
support.
Yes.
Confidence. That's a gift to someone too. Is allowing them space, and in confidence to share their story. So it's all of it. It's really super special, and it's an honor to watch you guys.
That's right. If you just received a subscription from Autumn or from Corny Aspen, let us know in the comments. So just thank them in the comments. Our Angel Autumn. That's why we called her our Angel Autumn. Now she's our love child, but our Angel Autumn too. Yeah, it's really, really thoughtful. And so for our subscribers, basically she's giving others an opportunity to really benefit from subscriptions, whether it's bingo or giveaways, or fun things like that.
Yeah.
So thank you for the love. Okay, it's coming up. Good. Don't you go stir the queso?
I'll do it, baby.
Okay,
I'll do it.
perfect. Oh no, I cannot be responsible for this, the gun. The song for Autumn, I didn't sing it. People all over the world, they love Autumn. She starts a sub train. I think I love that song that I sing to Autumn. But we do have amazing, thank you, Victoria, TC fam, Broadway Bandit. Y'all should have seen my wife looking at me. Cherish the life we have. We cherish our cherish so much. Thank you, Cherish. They said, put the gun down, hell.
That's like me picking up that microphone.
They said, Tracy, you in danger too. But baby, I wouldn't mind you playing with the microphone.
Baby.
I try to give it to you.
I wouldn't even dare.
I don't want you to.
No, you don't.
Baby, that's why I try to give it to you to sing. I don't have a problem with you. You're the one that's very protective of the gun.
I'm not.
I'm not protective
you can
of
shoot the gun if you want.
Why were you looking at me like that then?
Oh, I was just watching.
Anyway.
Auntie C, she playing with the money gun. Look, they're telling on you.
There's our groceries. Thank you, Akia.
C be ignoring that microphone, right?
So you know, you guys,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about a couple things tonight.
C bites back now, right? You know you have to at some point. What are we going to talk about, baby? Casey subscription.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, love.
We got these cards.
What part of the segment is this?
This is TC Tidbits.
Okay, TC Tidbits. We didn't welcome our new people.
Yeah, well, we did, but we can do it
Okay.
again. We can always do it because we have a new live. Thank you, Autumn and Lex. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Autumn.
Crafty
Pratika
Kamika.
Mika.
Oh, y'all heard the knock on the door? Yeah, that's that groceries.
It's the cookie dough.
Baby, look at this money. Look. It fell in between my shoes.
Our sweet Katie. I don't know what I'm going to do with this gun.
Is there another one?
We'll try it. Look, I think I've run my motors out.
Here she comes, Suzette.
I'm coming, love. I put new batteries. It's not the batteries. I think the the little motor inside is probably tired or something. Because we give it heck, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Where are my goggles? Right here.
It's all right here.
The little motor, yeah.
It's all right here.
The little motor, yeah.
What is happening? That's exactly what we were thinking.
Yeah, it kinda
Are we
glitched.
back?
It
It just
froze.
froze for a second.
It's
Yeah.
cold outside. Maybe that's why.
It could be.
So y'all,
Could be.
what we're gonna do is we have a couple of questions that we're gonna ask. Maybe I had some questions too from the last live or a couple lives ago that I wrote down.
Okay.
So we're gonna do for tidbits. We're gonna talk a little bit about some of these questions, and then for let's unpack it. Can we do what we talked about? Or no?
Sure.
Are you up for that?
Yeah, anything.
So then for our let's unpack that segment. Thank you, Courtney Aspen. We're
Love
going to
you.
talk about money.
Yeah.
We're going to talk
yeah.
about credit. We're going to talk about money and the importance of all of those things, like little financial literacy from the aunties. Okay, that's going to be our let's unpack it. We don't have gifts today because we opened gifts on Friday. So, and then we're going to just play.
Like we like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need these right now, baby, because
Well,
we
you
gotta
just
shoot with
never
them.
know, but just have them ready, I guess.
Okay, I'll have them ready. All right, you guys. So, we have a question for you. We want to let them actually answer first before we do. Katie sent you money, guys.
Katie, thank you, love.
Here's our first question, you guys. We want you to answer, and then we're going to answer. My favorite grannies.
Grannies? What the
Baby.
hell?
Granny?
Grannies? I don't like that.
What never fails to cheer you up?
Oh.
That's the first question. Thank you for these cards, Tori. What never fails to cheer you up? Drop it in the chat, and then we're going to talk about we're going to give you our answer too.
They said y'all. My dog, my cat, baby Z, you guys. I love that.
Your mom. Thank you, Celine.
Thank you, love.
That is so
Aw.
awesome. We love you so much. Hope you're
Thank
feeling
you.
better. Love you, Saniqua. If you're getting a subscription right now, thanks, Saniq.
Thanks, Sanique. Our girl, Sanique.
Mom and sisters, family, grandson, music. Thank you, Vita. Food. TC Fam Lives. Aww.
Aw.
The
My
reruns
niece.
or the real lives? Are the reruns that y'all watch on YouTube, is that as fun as as watching it live? I'm wondering. Photos and good memories. Watching people in love.
They said real lives.
Yeah.
They said it's not. Oh,
They're
they said
saying yes,
absolutely. So
absolutely. No,
some
it's
yes,
not.
some
No.
no. No, it's not. Yeah.
Baby, what never fails to cheer you up?
My wife in the morning.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's so true, baby. It's my favorite way to start the day. My wife always gets up before me, usually, and so she'll go in and, do her rat killing, and she'll come back, and she just kind of pokes her head around the door, and she always just has this bright glow on her face. You do. She's so playful, and I love that. So she's playful, and she's just positive, and yeah. It's my favorite.
Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I would say what cheers me up is like when I'm feeling kind of down about something, like, I've been on this, trying to lose weight and be healthier. And if I'm not, if I'm not progressing as much as I want to, as fast as I want to, or if it's about anything that I feel self-conscious about, what cheers me up is my wife is like, don't talk about my wife like that. And she's very much like, tells me the opposite of what I'm feeling. Because a lot of times, like, we're hard on ourselves. We don't see what others see. And so that really helps me just kind of be in that space. And I'm like, oh, I do look good. Oh, you like this on me? Or whatever it is. And it cheers me up.
Baby.
Yeah.
Biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here's a good one.
Baby, would you can do that, but I need to go change this contact because it's all blurry and I think I must have something in it, but it's going to take me 2 seconds.
Okay.
So go ahead and
I'll
ask
do the
them.
next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just going to change my contact.
And can you get the groceries while you're at the door? Okay. Here's the next one, you guys. That's right, it's Mina. Here's the next question that Tori gave us these awesome cards that we're going to ask you. Un momento. No, she does not, Charlotte. That's a good one, but we'll skip that one. What is your favorite saying or quote? Your favorite saying or quote? What's something that you always say that people are like, what the Cowboys doing? What's your favorite saying, you guys? Period. Yes, Slim JD. This too shall pass. One day or day one. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, brother. Every day's a bonus. Relax. What is meant for you will never leave you. I know that's right. 100% now. To thine own self be true. It is what it is. Take a chill pill. This is just a pocket of turbulence. I love it. I missed that one. Life is short, live it well. It's a bad day, not a bad life. My baby says that. What's meant to be will be. That's right. These are all so good. One baby step at a time. Try again. It's a new day. That's right, Tori.
Okay.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It was just really cloudy looking. I must have gotten lotion in my eye or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's perfect. I can see now. We make plans and God laughs.
That's the one I missed. Yeah, that's a good one.
It will be okay.
Let's do this last one.
Okay. Okay. Are they going to answer it first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear contacts. What about the future excites you? Thank you, Crystal.
What about the future excites you?
Is that okay, Ryan?
Mm-hmm. Growth. Your dreams.
Dreams. Retirement, that's nice.
Opportunities.
What cards are these?
Here's the box.
It is,
It's called Delve Deck, the Joy Edition. We got these from Tori Webb, our girl Tori. And so now we are sharing these with you all. We love them.
There's one that I really loved. Growth and elevation. Right? Yeah.
A fresh start. Becoming a lawyer, just living the unknown.
All that I manifest is waiting.
Accomplishing your goals, getting married. Thank you, Leisha. Can you pin that? Living in your purpose. Turning 40.
40. I love it. Congratulations. That's a beautiful time.
Love that. What are you most looking forward to in the future?
Living in my purpose and stepping into my power. Yeah. Living large. Just owning it.
I love that. That's good. I think for me it is, it's similar. It's like one of the things that, I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I posted on Facebook, and my whole post was like, God, expand my territory. Like, just expand my territory. And I feel like I'm still in that place. I'm at 50 years old now, and I'm like, okay, what else is there for me? And so in my future, I just hope that God expands my territory, whatever that looks like. Like, it is just expansive. It's way beyond anything I could ever imagine. And that's what's in store for me. And that's what I'm manifesting, that whatever that is, it's going to be divine, it's going to be powerful, it's going to be purposeful, it's going to be dynamic, and it's going to involve my life. So, yeah. Thank you for these cards, Tori.
Yes, these cards are great. Do we want to do some more?
You can, or we can do unpack that, and then we can do affirmations or whatever. Y'all, we're just kind of like,
We have a program, baby.
I know, but I'm saying
It's a little loose, but we're gonna. I love you. Hot. It's not a whisper.
Yes, it was.
Did you hear her?
No.
Huh? Huh?
They didn't hear me.
We're going with the flow.
They didn't hear me.
Here they go.
See?
No. Okay, good. No, we didn't. Nope.
My
Nope,
whisper
nope,
is
nope.
not broken.
What she said, Pooks. I love it. Did I miss any bunny guns or anything while I was gone?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Ring check.
Where's your ring?
You wouldn't put it on.
Where is your
Baby,
ring?
yours was not on.
Mine was in the kitchen. Where's your ring?
I'm going to get it.
Go get your ring.
Baby, it's nice.
Baby, somebody sent subscriptions again.
Thank you. Who was it?
Who did what?
Are you ready to start it?
I stirred it. I was looking at my wife. Go get that ring. Autumn sent 50. Love? Is that what I just saw? Autumn? Thank you, love. I'm going to get this gun to work. This for you, Autumn. We love you. Autumn sent 50, love. Charlotte said, T, you got to stop doing this. T, stay outside, right? Can you believe that, Princess Kanaya? Autumn loves the TC fam. We love her. Hey, Nia Kiana. Right? Jovial Jade. Right, Tam? Baby, Tam said, at this point, you going to get your ring, it should just be a segment.
Oh my gosh.
Drink some water, baby.
Oh.
She's coming right back. Baby, did you hear what I said? Autumn sent 50?
No.
Yes, that's why I was screaming. Thank you, Jalea. She's going to be right back. Right, pretty Pearl? No, we didn't have them on because we were cooking. But then mine was in the kitchen, and so, because the hell? Hey, Ruth. Come get your baby. That's right. T set herself up. Who's cooking? We cooked just a little bit ago. We made some food for the Cowboys game. Nothing crazy. Hey, Santana. Brianna V. I'm an interior designer, and my wife is in education. She didn't lose it, trust me. If she lost that ring, we wouldn't see her again. She wouldn't come home. She'd just be like, no, I can't. Yeah, the Cowboys are not doing well at all. Is it over? Looks like it's over. They lost. It would be war. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, so it's 48-32, 2 minutes left. Yeah, so it's almost over. Love you, Chi-Chi. The whole TC fam would be on a worldwide search. It's true. Micaiah, it is not the Cowboys. We are down by 16 points. Yeah. Just a little bit of time left, so I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off. We made Rotel dip because that's what T likes for the football game. And then T is going to make some cookies for little A. Who are we up against? I think it was G. Is it Green Bay? Is it Green Bay? Has the ice started? Kathleen, I don't see it yet, but it's cold. It's like 19 the last time I checked. So I'm not sure if there's, yeah, it's Green Bay. I'm not sure if there's going to be precipitation tonight or not. I haven't really checked the weather. But we ordered the groceries and we have everything all set up, you know, tons of water and Crystal Light and peanut butter crackers. So we're good to go. Baby, are you okay? Come have a seat.
I need some water.
I think you need some water.
Is that water right there? Do you want?
This is water right here.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
Do you have the chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, Miss. Do you like your hair better curly or straight?
Oh, it really depends on the weather, honestly, because it does this by itself. And so if I try to have it straight and it's humid outside or if it's raining outside, it's just really difficult to deal with. So yeah, it depends on the weather outside. So when it's cold outside, I kind of like to have it curly. I don't know why. It just seems more fitting.
I really like it curly.
Yeah, T loves it curly.
I do.
So
So Autumn gave 50 subscriptions.
Yes.
I missed that. Autumn, amazing. Thank you so much. Congratulations, everyone who got a subscription from Autumn. Love you, love you.
cold weather is silk press season.
I have it on.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah, because it stays straight.
That's back.
Yeah.
How did y'all meet? Lord have mercy.
Tell them, baby. How
Well-
did we meet? Baby, it was a situation like now.
It was.
It was a situation like now. Tell them.
I think you do. You started.
So, how many? That was 2021?
Mm-hmm.
2020?
Mm-hmm.
2020. 2021? Yeah, okay. So, almost 3 years ago now. Because it was 2021 and we're in 24. Hello. There was Ice-Mageddon in Dallas. We had a really
So
bad
kind of
ice
like
storm.
the
Yeah.
weather
Kinda
now.
like
It's
where
really
we are
cold
right now.
and
Yeah.
icy and freezing.
Yes. But it
Kind of
ice
like
storm.
the
Yeah.
weather
Kinda
now.
like
It's
where
really
we are
cold
right now.
and
Yeah.
icy and freezing.
Yes. But it
The internet probably. Y'all, it's really cold, so maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, we think that must be what's going on. But when we have these kinds of issues, it doesn't normally download, so we may not be able to have this live, but we're going to keep going anyway. So there was this huge ice storm 3 years ago, and it stressed the power grid in Texas in the South. And so my sweet, lovely T, who I didn't know at that time, we were just friends on Facebook, her power went out. And so she posted on social media that she was day 3, no power, no water, no food. And she had on an orange hoodie and she looked so pitiful. Yeah. And so I offered to help her.
So before that, let's kind of rewind. Rewind. So my wife and I became friends on Facebook probably in about 2010, something around there, about 2010. I followed her business page. She's an interior designer, a badass interior designer. And so I loved seeing her stuff on Facebook. And so then I sent her a friend request, probably in 2010. And that time she was in a relationship with someone. I knew who she was in a relationship with because it was a figure in Dallas who, had a celebrity status, if you will. So I really pretty much knew who she was. I knew she was with her because I saw them together. I guess you were with her in 2010? Yeah, for sure, because it's like the restaurant. Okay. Yeah. So then I also, so I followed her on Facebook. We were friends. We would just interact a little bit, like each other's comments here or posts, but no comments or interactions at all. And I saw her a few times. I saw her once at a restaurant in Dallas. She's an Italian restaurant. It was lunchtime. I was there for a business lunch. She was there with her girlfriend at the time. And I remember seeing her because I was friends with her on Facebook, so I knew what she looked like. So maybe that was 2010 or 11. I saw her in person across the way, and I was like, oh, that's Cheryl. But I mean, she didn't know who I was, so we didn't talk to each other or wave or anything. That was 2010. Then we just continued to like each other's stuff very little on Facebook. And then about 2015.
What posts did you like, baby?
A lot of them. Well, one of the posts I liked, she was in Jamaica. I didn't know where she was at the time, but now that I know the Jamaica story, but she was in Jamaica and she was working out a lot, doing her little fitness stuff, and so she had on this bikini.
Orange.
In Jamaica, and I liked that picture. I remember that one. And then in 2015, I saw her. I remember liking another post where you had on that white dress with the little, that was maybe 2015. Mm-hmm. And then about 2019, I messaged her randomly on Facebook. And I was like, hey, I just want you to know.
Enough.
So
girl, come over here. I need to meet you. That's what she said.
I said, come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? I like that white dress. No. And so I messaged her and I was like, hey, I just want to tell you, it was her birthday. And I was like, hey, I just think you're amazing. I love watching your posts. You're so positive, etc. And she responded, thanked me, very nice. That was 2019. So then fast forward 2 more years, we were just kind of liking a post here and there, but nothing really, no interaction outside, no comments on each other's posts or anything like that. No, it wasn't, Letitia. So then 2019 rolls around and, 2021 rolls around. Here comes Ice-Mageddon. Here comes the freeze of probably the worst freeze in 100 years in Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely was. 100%.
Why do they want to keep telling this story?
She looked so pitiful, guys, because they love the story. That's what they said. She was so pitiful. And if I hadn't known her name, I probably wouldn't have recognized you. That orange hoodie, and she was just no makeup, just pitiful, in the dark, cold. And I had been watching all these other people that were struggling, all around Dallas, DFW area, and I thought, I can't get out. I can't help these people. Like, I can't even get out of my own driveway. So,
And I was struggling. It was 3 days. I had no heat, no water, no electricity, nothing. I lived in a high rise. I was on the top floor of this high rise. I was up 27 stories. We had no elevator. I could not get out. I had 2 dogs also that I was having to walk all the way down.
no shower. Yeah.
No shower. And so I was really desperate at this point. I was pretty desperate. I had nothing. And
Yeah.
I had to walk up and down 27 flights twice to let the dogs out because they had to go use the restroom. We had one apartment in our entire building that had water flow for some reason on the lower floor. We literally were going down there filling up water bottles to get water and taking buckets to get water to be able to flush our toilets and stuff like that. In fact, I was actually on the news. They covered me, the fact that I was in this high rise, no electricity for 3 days, and I was on the news with my orange hoodie, right? So then my wife messaged me. She saw my picture on Facebook. I was like, day 3 without, I have nothing. And I lived in a high rise, which she could see. I had a view of downtown Dallas, so you could easily tell the area where I lived. And then my wife.
Which is how I knew we were neighbors.
Yeah. So then.
Yeah, because we lived close to one another. So I thought, well, I can probably help her. You know, she's not 20 miles away. She might be a few blocks away. So I sent her a message. I slid into her DMs.
And she said, "Can we talk for a minute? Tracy, I want to know about you."
Do you like cheese? That's what I asked you.
And she said, "Do you like cheese?" Well, she's like, "I cooked, right? Like I cooked, and I cooked, and you know, if you can get down here and like, please come. I have plenty of food." And so then I'm like, do. I don't eat at people's house. I don't know her, but I am so hungry. So I said yes, and I said yes. I said yes to Cheryl. Then I slid down the street and got some food from her. So I was kind of a little scared, and I was like, I was scared to drive, first of all, because it was literally just straight ice, you guys. But I knew she lived down the street. We knew pretty much like about how far we lived because I didn't know where she lived, but she knew where I lived because of my view. So then I slid my ass down the street, and I was like, I'm hungry. And even though I don't just eat at people's house, you know, black folks, we don't just like eat at folks' house. We don't know, like, do you have animals on the counter? Do you wash your hands? Like, we don't.
It's true, though.
We're very interesting like that, right? But I was starving, so I said, sure, absolutely, I'm hungry, I'm coming. And she said, I made chili, and I'm like, I'm there. So then she's like, you want onions? And I was like, oh, no steamed
onions.
cebolla. She should have known then. But I like cheese. And so then what did you do?
I put a lot of cheese on it. And I made her garlic toast. And I made her Moroccan chicken and peppers. That was the first day. Packed it all up in a bag. Yeah. She slid down the hill into the Zaza. And I walked outside, and I had on a full-length shearling coat because it was like 10 below for real. My snow boots and all of that.
But tell how you dress, because now I know.
I showed her the picture. Yeah. You didn't know I had a picture of that day.
I didn't know.
I have a picture of that day.
I just found out a couple of days ago.
Yeah. So I got cute. Yeah. I was excited to meet her. I wasn't like trying to holler, but I mean, I was excited to meet her.
And she dressed up.
And I was dressed, yeah. Yeah. So I walked outside with my bags, and she got out of the car, and I put the bags down, and I was like, you know, I wanted to hug her. Threw my arms up in the air and, you know, went towards her, and she was like, no, you can't hug me. And I said, what do you mean? She said, I haven't had a shower in 3 days. I said, get over here. And I pulled her close to me, and I held on to her, and I tried to give her all my warmth and all my everything. Didn't I? I held on for a long time. Yeah.
So denial's a river in Egypt, right? So I hugged her, but I remember like
That was a holler.
I remember hugging her
Mm-hmm.
and thinking like, wow. I mean, first of all, like just imagine you've seen someone for years on Facebook. You've seen her post. I knew her kids' names. We knew about each other because we had followed each other for a decade. That's a long time to follow someone. So, and like meeting her, like it was just, so I think I was a little like, wow, but then I also was very humble because I'm like, this girl feeding me, I'm gonna just eat and then, what have you. And so I remember hugging her and thinking like, this feels different. It wasn't like I was in love, oh my God, I'm in love, but it was like, we're gonna be something. I knew it was gonna be something. I didn't know what that day. And that was February 16th, right?
Yeah.
It was February 16th.
February
was the day,
16th.
that all of this happened in Dallas. And the energy
Direct
exchange,
calling.
it was.
It was.
So February 16th, 2021 is when we had that fateful meeting day. We did not have each other's phone number. So even when I was trying to find her apartment, I was having to messenger or call her on Messenger because we didn't know each other's number or anything. And then we apparently exchanged phone numbers. I guess a few days after that or a couple of days, we were just messaging on TikTok, on Facebook, but did not have phone numbers or anything. And then she cooked. And then the next day I remember thinking like, well, I mean, I got to thank her for this because this is, she didn't have to do this for me. And so what did I do? Slid my ass down the hill to the Tom Thumb to get her some flowers. What?
Yeah.
You gonna try to kill yourself to bring this girl flowers? I should have known then.
Is it written on top of the lasagna?
So then I went to Tom Thumb, got her some flowers and a thank you card, and I got her a candle. And I did, like, just basically slide through. I got stuck or whatever, got to her apartment. Hey, I just wanted to thank you. There's a money gun. I wanted to thank you for just your thoughtfulness. I'd returned her dishes. With the food and everything. And then I gave that to her. And the next day she posted it on Facebook. A picture of the flowers and the card. We were friends, so I saw, oh, okay. And then when she gave me the food, I posted on Facebook with the food and said, thankful for the kindness of friends or strangers or something. And I tagged her. So we went from like 10 years of not even like...
To tagging
each other in a Facebook post, which was like...
Right?
So I had a friend of mine that was staying with me because she lost power too. And she was like, she likes you. And I was like, no, she doesn't. She's being kind. Like, I have no food, no electricity or whatever. She's like, no, So I didn't buy it, and I was like, no, that's not it. And so she just kept cooking and cooking and cooking, and that was for maybe another week or so. We, started texting a little bit, but it was still very much friends and cooking, eating, and then we went to dinner. The weather got a little better. We went to dinner. With a mutual friend of ours, was not my friend, really her friend who kind of became my friend too. And so we had dinner, and that night we had dinner. It was the three of us, and C sat next to me in the booth.
She sure did.
Why she sat next to me?
Why did I sit next to you?
God, she did in fact like her. Yeah. Baby, why they all know her name and everything?
They know Laura's name, everything. Go ahead, baby. Finish telling them. C liked you real bad, Auntie T. I did. Lex! Tell
Thank
them,
you,
baby.
Lex.
Stephanie, thank you, love.
I did think she smelled good. I did think that. We know because you tell us every week. Because y'all keep asking in the comments. So we had dinner. I was very nervous around her. Baby, talk. I didn't really say much, did I?
No, because that's when I realized she was an introvert for sure. Yeah, because we had these like fun kind of banter conversations, and I didn't really realize because we were just kind of one-on-one conversing via text or phone calls or whatever. I didn't realize she was shy. or an introvert until she was with Laura. And then, sweet Laura, she really likes to talk. And so I was like, okay, Tracy's not going to have a chance in this situation if I don't like step in. So Laura started talking and I said, hang on a minute. I said, we don't know anything about Tracy. And so I started asking her questions to get her to open up.
I was like, girl, but I was really like a little,
And I tried to drive her home, guys.
Baby.
She wouldn't let me.
So at the end, I lived like 3 blocks from the restaurant because we lived really close to each other. Probably the restaurant was like midway between my house and her house. And she was like, let me drive you home. And she had this badass Aston Martin or whatever at the time. And I was like, my back was hurt and I had on these high boots, everything. And I was like, oh no, I'll just walk.
I said, why would you do that? I just want to walk. Okay.
I was scared to get in her car.
Okay.
Yo, why was I scared to get in her car? I walked home. Risha, see?
I'm not just any folk, though.
Yeah, but we at least exchanged,
I mean,
numbers.
we weren't
texted
strangers
a little
at that
bit,
point. I mean,
But I was really nervous when you showed up. Like, because Laura was there first, the 2 of us were there kind of talking, and then when you showed up, it was just like, I should have known. I should have known.
You didn't tell me you were nervous when I walked in.
I was.
You didn't tell me that. Yeah, that's your first clue right there. Yep. Who's Laura? My ex next door neighbor and our friend. Hey, Erica.
So I walked home and then she started like messaging, or we messaged each other, good morning, or just little like,
Every morning.
like, the person's thinking of you. But it was all very fun, like very platonic, nothing. It was just like, hey, have a great day, or, that kind of thing. Like picture quotes, funny stuff, because she's always been funny. We've always laughed a lot. No, I had power at that time, you guys. I had power at that time. That was like a week later.
She was just hanging around then.
Yeah. So then that was like February, and then March rolled around. We're still talking, texting, fun. Hey, how are you? Friends. I went to her house maybe once. She cooked, and there were a group, like Jaime was there, Laura. We just kind of hung out for a little bit.
And then one time you were there, just us. I remember that, just us. Because I told you stories. I shared with you stuff. Yeah, it was just the 2 of us. I remember.
And that's when, y'all, in that conversation is when she wanted me to know that she was with a woman before. I knew, but she didn't know that I knew. So it was like she was.
You just need to be, transparent.
Why'd you tell me?
Because I needed you to know. I needed you to know. Go ahead.
So I was thinking, girl, I already knew that. But okay, go off, as y'all say.
She was setting up for the future. C wanted you to be well informed. That's right.
That's true, Mary. It's true.
Victoria.
Thank you, Victoria. So, and then it was kind of coming up on my birthday. And my wife now, at the time, was like, hey, want to take you out for your birthday? Laura and I want to take you to have a nice dinner for your birthday. And so I was like, great. But I was nervous because, Cheryl's all, And then I was like, oh my God, what am I going to wear? And I was just all like, a little nervous and things. Thank you, Oakley, for subscribing. And then my wife said, you take it from here.
Oh, I just told her. I said, what do you mean? I said, just put on whatever makes you feel sexy and beautiful. And I think you should show those legs. That's what I said.
So here I am, like, show my legs. I mean, my friends don't tell me to show my legs. I was just kind of like, So, of course, I told my friend, girl, my dog. I said, dog, she told me to show my legs. And she's like, what? And I was like, yes. So then here I am trying to find me a little dress to wear. So I found a little dress to wear.
A little black lace dress.
A little black lace.
Yeah, see? That's what she did.
I did. And so then my wife prepared. We had a reservation. Laura was going to come, and so then we went to dinner. Got there, it was just my wife and I. Laura was not there.
Go ahead.
And so I was like, "Oh, Laura can't come," and she knew Laura was going to surprise me, but she didn't want to tell me. But then she thought at one point Laura was not going to come.
Yeah.
So we're having dinner, and then all of a sudden Laura comes, and I'm like, "Oh, yay, Laura's here. I'm so excited she's here." She brought me flowers and all that, and my wife,
What?
you were like, "Oh." I mean, she loved Laura.
No,
but she
I love
wanted-
Laura. It had nothing to do with Laura. I was just kind of, I don't know why, but I was just kind of excited about having birthday dinner with T.
Did you think anything about that? Did you think it was like, curious or anything?
No, I just noticed it. I noticed that I wanted to have dinner with you, and I was slightly disappointed that it wasn't just you and me, and no reflection on Laura. But yeah, that registered. Mm-hmm.
So Laura came. Y'all, my
Crystal
wife
says,
came.
"Girl, we know why."
Right. Y'all, my wife showed up.
Yeah.
We're on live, so I really can't go into a lot of detail
What?
about what you had on.
I was
Sexy.
pretty. I was pretty. Well, I told you to wear something that made you feel beautiful and sexy, so I had to do the same. I couldn't put you out there like that.
But she showed up, y'all, and
Child, we grown.
yeah, it'll be vaulted. So we just know that she looked great. She looked great.
It's gonna be vaulted. We've told this story 14
But
times.
I didn't tell the whole. I
Well,
didn't
you
tell.
just tell what you can tell.
She had on a sheer top. Is that good?
Yeah.
She had on a sheer top.
And
That's it. So we had dinner, and you guys were sitting next to each other in the. Well, all three of us were in a booth, but she's sitting next to me, and like she was just very attentive. She was very attentive. Like when it's time for my birthday cake, she put it in front of me. She put my drink in front of me. She told the server to get me a martini. She was very attentive. And I liked it. Now, the night went on, and and then at one point I kissed her cheek.
rubbed my back.
I had my hand around her waist, and I kissed her cheek. And so when it was time for, we ended the night, it was such a great night, I posted on Facebook like, "Oh my gosh, a great time with friends, celebrate my birthday." And I posted that picture. It was a little boomerang with me kissing her cheek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And baby, when I tell you my phone started blowing up, who is that? Are y'all, what's going on? Why are you? And I thought, that's just my friend. That's my friend Cheryl, my new friend, and Laura. We're just hanging out for my birthday.
Yeah.
Baby, it was a boomerang. Yeah, it was a problem too. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a problem, wasn't it?
It was noticed.
It was noticed.
It was
Did
noticed.
anybody notice on your end?
No.
Probably wouldn't have. And then in her post to me for my birthday, she was like saying all these things about me, and then with the beautiful legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I posted that picture.
I know. And you talk about my legs in your post.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And for my birthday, she sent me flowers to my house, and she was attentive.
Mm-hmm.
That was March. And again, we were still friends. Yeah.
And then what happened?
You tell.
Go ahead.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Okay. And then April and May,
We were just hanging out. Yeah. Having dinner. Laura went out of town. she goes out of town a lot, like for extended periods out of the country. And so she was gone for about a month. And she said, okay, when I'm gone, you guys need to get together because, we need to keep this train rolling. And so we said, oh, we're going to get together. We're going to get together. We didn't get together. And Laura was coming home in like 3 days. And so I said, this is embarrassing. We're going to have to tell Laura we didn't see each other in a whole month. And T was busy and I was busy doing, my work and all. And so we decided to get together. And we decided to go to Trulux.
And y'all, we kind of, to be honest, we're in situationships. It was kind of like a little like we're friends, but we had a pool, but we were not exploring it, right? So we weren't like hanging out every day or talking every day or anything like that. And so then we decided to connect. We were going to go to Trulux and listen to music and just hang out. Hadn't seen her in maybe a month or month and a half at that time in person.
For sure. Yeah.
And so we decided to do that.
But then something happened that night, baby. Something happened that night on that date that wasn't a date, that felt like a date that everyone thought was a date.
That night, I knew I was in trouble. But in a good kind of way. A good kind of trouble. Okay? Let's talk about that.
Let's unpack that.
So I was a little nervous. Met her at Trulux, sitting at the bar, waiting for her to come. She has to make an appearance. So, I just sat there and then she had to make an appearance, right? So
I don't have to. It just worked out like that. Go ahead. Let's unpack that.
Tequila was not that night, y'all. Tequila was not that night. So, I'm just sitting there waiting, talking to my friend on the phone, waiting for her to come. I was a little nervous, so I was just kind of talking to her. Oh, wow, she's doing something funny. And so I'm waiting, and then she pulls up, and she had this beautiful Aston Martin. It was very sexy, very sleek, sophisticated, and everything. She pulls up, the valet opens the door, and she gets up. I just see this red hair. She stands up. And it was the first time I could honestly say I looked at her like different. That was the first time I saw you different. Even though we had the energy that night, I was like, for real. And I said, I'm talking to my friend on the phone. Shoot, I'm like, dog. She is something. And she comes in. Y'all know how my wife sashays. She sashays. She walks in.
Walked over to the table.
Looking good. Sat down. We were there for 4.5 hours at Trulux, talking, laughing. People kept coming up to us. They assumed we were together. They were saying, "Oh my God, you're such a beautiful couple." We're like, "What? We're not. We're friends, And so then we had been there for maybe 2 or 3 hours, and I'm like, okay, that's enough time. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I said, I'm so sorry. I've had a great time with you. My dogs, I need to go walk my dogs. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. We'll see each other soon. And she's like, go walk them and come back. So what did I do? I walked them and came back.
Right back.
Thank you, Lorraine, for subscribing for month 7. So I came back.
Lorraine.
We finished the night. Had a great time.
Mm-hmm. We closed the place down.
That picture of me kissing you on the cheek with the orange, that was that night.
I know.
And
we were sitting right in front of Clay.
You had the biggest smile on your face, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I couldn't smile any bigger than that.
What were you thinking?
I was just really happy. I loved spending time with you. I loved our energy. I loved our conversation, our humor. It's just always been so fun and free.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been that way. So I was just in heaven. So yeah, I told her, just go walk the dog. Come back. Go out. Come on. Go and come back.
Because she wasn't ready for the night to end.
Mm-mm.
So that was it. That night, again, we left. We're back to our homes. And
Laura came home 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
And what was happening?
And then it was awkward.
Because that date.
But it was awkward for us, baby, because we didn't even know how we felt.
It changed something,
It did. That night changed something.
Yeah. It was like, I thought if we were near Laura she's going to know. And I don't know what to explain to her. I don't know what to tell her because nothing's happened. It's just this feeling. And so I was really nervous for her to be around us at all. And so Laura was like, I'm back. So she came to meet us at Trulux. And, I sat as far away from Tracy as I could. And then
She
we
was
went
scared.
to Ocean Prime. I sat as far away from Tracy as I could. And where else? There were several places that she just like
The
showed
Spanish
up, like
restaurant.
literally just showed up. And I was just like, okay, this is so weird. What am I gonna do? Yeah.
So like she basically she was distant from me when Laura was around because she was like, I don't want her to.
She's gonna pick up on this,
Yeah.
even though we didn't know what she was gonna be picking up. Just energy. I just
We
knew
didn't even
Laura
know
would get it
because
you
we
know?
didn't even say what we were feeling or what it was. We just knew it was something.
Yeah, and it was something that happened that night. That just the energy shift. Like I liked you. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead. What's your story? Go.
Laura, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Crystal, that's exactly what she probably thought. You know?
What?
Laura's like, I left for 2 seconds and came
I
back.
know.
I'm
It was a
like,
whole month. Yeah. Shout out to Laura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And so we hung out. We still hung out. I came over a little bit. We mostly met out, like at Trulux or other restaurants or what have you. It was safe.
It was safe, exactly. I hadn't gone to her house at all. She came to my house a few times, but yeah, go ahead.
But she didn't come over or anything, which was fine. We just kind of met out or whatever.
A skirt.
And then
Go ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself.
one night we went to Trulux, you all. And I'm
Just the two of us.
just the two of us. And your girl Auntie T is a little on the conservative end. I'm kind of like more modest and more like, I don't know.
Calculated.
Yeah. Yes, all those things.
Measured.
Measured. And my wife,
Unmeasured.
not so much.
Unfiltered.
Governor, no governor. So I'm reserved. I'm still reserved,
Yeah.
but I'm better. I'm not as
Nothing wrong with
reserved.
that.
And so then bold and careful. Yes.
Yeah.
That's about.
I can see that.
Thank you, Cassie.
Unfiltered. Yep.
So then we were having drinks. We were having like ranch water because we weren't doing a lot of sugar. And
Which is tequila.
Yeah, tequila and tonic. What is it? Soda?
Topo Chico and a little
Tequila,
agave and
lime.
Yeah, lime. Mhm.
So I'm drinking my little, drink, and she's like, I want some tequila. Sure. Hey, can you? She's like, oh no. I wanted tequila from.
And she said, well, I'm going to get you some tequila. And I said, no, I don't want that tequila. And she said, what tequila do you want? I said, I want that tequila.
She's pointing to my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I had to give a lady what she wanted.
Yeah.
Then we knew, like,
happened.
yeah, there's something, right? So we kind of hung out. You came over. The one time she came over, one time before we got together, one time. I was redecorating my house, my apartment. I was getting new furniture for the living room, and she's a designer, so I really want to look at my space and kind of help me figure out, dimensions and things like that to order. So she came here. It's not going in the vault. We probably won't be able to download it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She came over, and y'all, and this bold ass woman was nervous as hell. She was so nervous. She came in, she was like very like this. She was she sat in the corner.
I sat in the corner.
By the window.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you sitting over here? You can come sit on the sofa. No, she wasn't even on the couch.
I wasn't even on the couch.
She was in the
I was
corner
in
of
the
my
corner
apartment.
in a chair sitting by
Yes.
itself. I was nervous. I don't know what it was, But I'm telling you, I was nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I was nervous being there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds like crazy, and T probably wouldn't believe it either, but it happened, and she saw it. So she knows it's the truth.
Mm-hmm. She was very nervous. So we knew then, like, yeah, okay, we have feelings. We like each other. So we still just kind of hung out or whatever. She didn't come back over. We met out. It was time for her birthday. And so, you know, had this great, you know, meal planned for her, a little birthday get together. And that day, I don't know what happened, what came over me. I didn't plan it. I promise you guys. I looked at her and said, will you be my girlfriend?
That was August.
I was
Yeah.
48 years old asking someone to be my girlfriend. What in the hell? But I did. And then she said,
Yes.
and what were you thinking when I asked you
I
that?
was scared.
You were scared then?
I was excited.
What were you excited about?
Well, first of all, no one ever asked me to be their girlfriend. That was like, how cool is this? Right?
Oh.
And it was sweet. And she had this like plate that said happy birthday and chocolate with a dessert and a candle. And she had a beautiful bracelet for me. And she had a handbag she bought for me. And it was just all very intentional and thought out. So I felt very special and I felt honored, and I knew you were serious, and I knew that you weren't the kind of person to play about something like that. So it was very touching to me. Yeah,
And
I
she
didn't
said
think
yes.
it was any light gesture at all. And I thought, okay, this is the beginning of something, because she's not going to just say that and it doesn't mean something. We're going to go somewhere with this, you know? And it was like, are you ready to go somewhere with this? Are you know, just all kinds of things went into my mind and my heart, and, you know, yeah. And I said yes.
So we were girlfriends for 2 days.
That's it. Just two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what happened?
Then my wife basically, you know, reached out and said, hey, listen, I think you're a great person. I love you. I think you're amazing. I wish you the best. You have, you know, you deserve all good things. And I'm so sorry. I just can't do this. And I was like, you know, I'm thinking, like, what do you mean you can't do it? First of all, I ain't asked nobody, my girlfriend. How you going to tell me no? Ain't nobody told me no. There was a little bit of that in there. But I was like, what do you mean you can't do this? And she's like, I just, you know, I think you're great, but I just don't think I could do this relationship. So I was sad. I cried. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, everything was great, and what happened? And she just, so then she basically, she had planned a trip for us to go on. We were going on a trip to Napa Valley, and she had booked this amazing, like, 7-day trip there. And she basically canceled my ticket and was like, here's the credit for the flight so that you can go do something that you want. I'm so sorry that I can't do this. So at that moment, I had written her a poem. It's the second poem I'd written you. And I was like, well, I wrote you this poem. I'm going to just give you this poem because I wrote it for you. And so she responded and said, thank you so much. It's so nice to be thought of that way. Very formal, you know, and that was it. And so I didn't talk to her. That was in August. And we didn't talk in September. We didn't talk in October. We didn't talk in November. Almost all of December goes by. And I messaged her. Because we didn't block each other or say ugly things or hate each other. We didn't do any of that. So I saw an article and I was like, oh, I'm going to send her this article. I swear to God, I didn't think anything about it. I just was like, I'm going to send this to Cheryl. Boom. And I sent it to her. And then we started talking. That was mid-December. So we kind of broke up in mid-August. Mid-December, we reconnected through that message. And she invited me over and was like, hey, I got this new place. You want to talk about that? Or no? Okay.
You can talk.
We
Or
got this
if
new
you
place.
feel like it, or I'll
She got
chime
a
in.
new place, and she's like, I want you to come over and see my view, and let's just catch up. So I was really nervous about it, but the day after Christmas, I actually came over, brought some champagne, Happy New Year kind of stuff, and we spent 10 hours together that night. thank you, Suzette. We spent 10 hours together that night. We talked about what happened, our feelings, how we felt, and it was great. It was so much fun. I sang to her. We two-stepped on the balcony. We had 3 bottles of champagne. It was amazing.
I
It was
broke my
crazy.
cleanse that day.
And so that was our first kind of like rekindling of our connection, friendship. You know, we weren't, still was like, I was like, hey, listen, you know, I'm good that we're friends. Like, I don't want you to think that there's, I mean, because I don't want her to think like, I'm over here like, ooh, can I be with you? Because that's
Like
not
we
your
were going to
girl.
pick up where
Yeah,
we left off.
I knew
It
that.
wasn't,
I
it
was
wasn't
fine.
like that.
We both were good, like in the place we were in, being friends. See, why'd you call it off?
Goddess in training. I was afraid. I was afraid to tell my mom that I was going to be dating a woman, in a relationship with a woman again. And I wasn't sure that I was actually able to have a relationship with a woman again. So I felt like I had so much respect for Tracy. I didn't want to take her down a road that I wasn't able to, you know, uphold my end, because she deserved to be treated well and loved and honored and all that good stuff, you know. So I just decided that I couldn't do it, because I didn't really have time to process. Could I not? It was just, I was afraid that I couldn't. So I just thought it's just better if I just don't go there. But then 4 months passed, and you know, I moved and I came here and kind of started my life, and she was the person that was missing for me. She was the one that I wanted here in this space, and I knew it. I was very aware of that. And but because I was the person who called it off to begin with, I would not have ever called her and tried to start something with her, because again, you know, she deserved more than that, you know. And I was still in a process of what's the word, baby? Trying to figure things out. You know? That's not what I was trying to say, but trying to figure things out, you know. So, but when she called, you know, immediately, I responded, and I was smiling ear to ear. And so we, you know, chit-chatted back and forth and decided to meet. And as T was saying, we got together for 10 hours. And I was able to tell her, you know, what I was afraid of, and, you know, unpack all of that. And yeah, so it was really good and very healthy and very healing for both of us, because we decided, you know, at that, you know, meeting, that 10-hour meeting, that we were going to be friends. We were not just friends, it was just, but we were going to be in one another's lives. Like, we valued each other and really wanted to make sure that we cared for this, you know, relationship, friendship. So that's what we embarked on. And I said, I'm going to do a cleanse. It was the beginning of the year. I'm going to do a cleanse. And T, without any hesitation, said, I want to do it with you. And I said, oh, okay, well, you can do it with me. I mean, like, no one ever in my entire life, ever said to me, I want to do a cleanse with you.
Right.
So I was like, okay, this could be serious. So I said, all right, well, I'll cook. And so she came every night to the house and every weekend. And we spent, you know, 3-4 hours, and on the weekends even longer. And just talked about, you know, everything under the sun, life and love and relationships, and just kind of what we're looking for in life, not as it pertained to one another, but just, you know, in general. And we really got to know one another with no alcohol, no pretense, no pressure, no friends around, no family around, no anyone around, kind of asking too many questions and all of that. So we just really spent time, quality time, a lot of weeks of quality time every single day. So
Baby, can you talk about, someone asked twice about if you dated a woman before, why were you afraid to tell your mom? Can you talk about that?
I can.
Okay.
Sure. So when I dated, I had a long-term relationship with a woman before. It didn't go so well, and it caused a lot of, I guess, I don't know, pain
Tension.
for my mom, tension in my relationship with my mom and my family, because the situation wasn't what they wanted for me. I'll just say it like that. And so I felt like, and my mom didn't understand that whole situation anyway to begin with, and so she really wanted me to be with a man, and because I had kids, all that stuff, and I felt like I didn't know that I could share that with my mom. I didn't know, without knowing that this relationship is meaningful to me, and that I would just put her through that again. Like, okay, well, I've met this woman, and I'm going to see what happens.
Yeah.
I just felt like I can't take her down this path again, and I don't know that I can go down that path again. And and at 60 years old, to think I can't tell my mom, but my mom, is extremely important in my life, and always has been, always been my best friend. And when you love someone or respect and admire someone, you want them to love and respect and admire you too. And I didn't want her to feel like I was just making some kind of I don't know, casual decision. So, but again, I hadn't had time to process Tracy and me, and so I just decided I'm not going there. So that's why. Was that the only question they asked? Yeah. So,
That was the main, that was it.
yeah, which I know it sounds weird, but when we got together after that 10-hour date, not date, but just get together and talk, and did that cleanse and all, I was able to get really, really comfortable with who Tracy is and what she wants out of life, and what kinds of things would be possible if we were to decide to spend, have a relationship or spend our lives together ultimately. And so I felt a lot more confident by the time we got to the point that I had to call T out on telling me for the 92nd time that we're just friends and I'm okay with it. I just, like, I had it up to here.
I think we should talk about that now. But I'm going to go do this because I think it should be ready by now. Okay,
It's
so
off. I
it's
turned
off.
it
Oh,
off.
okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Okay.
I turned it off. I straightened it and turned it off,
Perfect.
so it's okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Um,
So, yeah, we do care about people's opinions. And I think it was more than that. I think it was more about she had experienced it before and just wondered if she could do that again because of some challenges she experienced. So it was valid. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And so then talk about when you finally landed that. Well, I'm skipping ahead. I guess we need to get to like when we decided to share that we really had feelings for each other or
Yeah.
in love with each other.
So T just kept telling me, because she didn't want to put pressure on me. So I really do appreciate where she was coming from, because she's the one that asked me to be her girlfriend before, and then I said no, and we're having these general conversations about life, but it's not like with the pretense that we want to be together. And so she was still really being very conservative with me and not pushing in any way, which I appreciated. But finally, when she was telling me, we're just friends and I'm okay with that. And I said, I hold on. I don't think that's true. And she was like, what do you mean you don't think that's true? Of course it's true. And I said, I don't think you're telling me the whole truth. And I said, my friends don't look at me the way you're looking at me. And I don't look at my friends the way I'm looking at you. So I think we need to unpack that right here and right now.
Baby, ain't nobody ever called me out like that.
Mm-mm.
And I was like...
And the fact that it was true is what really brought her to, her emotions just out, because it was true and we both knew it was true. And she became very emotional and started crying, and she said, I've always been in love with you. And I just looked at her and I said, I've always been in love with you. And it was crazy and so beautiful at that moment, because that was the moment that everything just melted away. All the walls,
The
all
fear
the
and everything.
fear, all the questions, like any pain that was remaining, just all of it was just like, finally.
I felt relieved.
Relief, yeah.
You know, like a
Yeah.
burden was lifted. Like I didn't have to hide my feelings anymore. Even though I really was okay if we were going to be friends, I could manage that space. I felt free to just like express that, like, girl, I've been digging you. Like I've been loving you. Like, and I was just okay being your friend to have you in my life. You know.
Yeah, if that's all we can do, then that's what we were going to do, both
Yeah.
of us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that night, we said good night, and you know, the same way we'd been saying good night, like every night for weeks. You know, hug, and you know, I'll see you tomorrow. You know, sleep well. You know, let me know when you get home safe. You know, all that kind of stuff, like friends do. And but something changed on this end, and the next morning I got up and I called my jeweler. I didn't tell anybody anything that had happened, not one soul except Joe. And I said, I need a ring. And he said, what? So I started telling him, and I told him, you know, I want to propose to, who is this person? And, you know, he was just like in shock. And so I told him about Tracy, and I said, I'm going to propose to her Valentine's. So it was several weeks from Valentine's this happened. And he's okay. So I told him what I wanted, and he started, you know, looking for rings, and we ended up having to make something. But that night I asked Tracy, I said, what are you doing for Valentine's? Just real casual, you know, what are you doing for Valentine's? Do you have plans? And she was like, no, I don't have any plans. And she said, are you asking me to be your Valentine? And I said, no, I'm just asking if you have plans. She said, no, I don't. Okay. Well, so I said, put me down on the calendar. Okay. So Monday was
Okay,
Valentine's.
girl.
Okay, girl. So Valentine's was on a Monday night. And so I called Clay also, who's our favorite pianist that, you know, works at Trulux, that we loved listening to. And I said, Clay, what are you doing for Valentine's? And he said, you know, I'm working here, there, whatever. And I said, I would like to do a Valentine's party at the house. And he goes, okay. He said, oh, I'll bring my wife. That'll be fun. And, you know, that'll be a great time. And because he likes to play here. And he said, how many people you could have? I said, well, I was just thinking, just you and me and Tracy. I mean, you can bring your wife. He goes, oh, I don't think that sounds like a good idea. He kind of like picked up that there was something, you know, different about this night, right?
And I didn't know any of this.
No, she doesn't know anything. And so we landed on, I said, well, if you're free on like the actual Valentine's night, let's just do that. Because we were looking at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But Monday was Valentine's. And I said, let's just do Monday night, Valentine's. Okay. So I got him all booked, and Tracy's like, you know, what are we doing for Valentine's for 2 weeks? What are we doing for Valentine's? What's the plan? You know, because she cannot stand.
I didn't even know. I was
cannot
so nervous.
stand to be surprised. But I was dead set that I was surprising this woman, period. And so we get to, I guess the day before Valentine's. And she was like, you have to tell me where we're going, because I don't even know what kind of shoes to wear. I said, well, you're just going to come to my house and we'll go from there. Because I didn't want to tell her we're staying here, right? And, well, what do I wear? And I, you know, pulled out that same set of instructions, same set of instructions I gave her for her birthday. And I told her to wear whatever makes her feel the most beautiful and sexy she's ever felt in her entire life. You wear that. Okay. So she comes to the house. Oh, my friends.
Wait. I was so worried. I was so ready for Valentine's Day to be here. I was just like counting the days. I was so excited. I was like, and so I got her like, you know, gifts for Valentine's Day, and just, I was excited to be there. But still, it wasn't like I didn't know. I still didn't know what was going to come, but I knew that she was my person. I knew that she was my person. So I got all.
She got all dolled up. And she got a shopping cart downstairs and filled it up with all kinds of Valentine's goodies and 100 long stem roses. And she had on this black dress, and those legs were out, and she had her makeup done, those lashes. I mean, she was gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, Auntie T. She got off that elevator, and I had Clay set up in here. And my friend Jeff and my friend Jaime came, and they picked up tables and tablecloths and high tops and balloon. This place was set, and roses everywhere. And I told Clay, I said, I'm going to cue you. I'm going to go outside into the hallway, and as soon as you hear the door open, I want you to start playing Fever. And so she got off the elevator and she came over to me, and I had on a long dress. We were like all dressed up, and so she kind of pushed the cart towards the door, and I opened the door, and then she saw all the rose petals everywhere, and she was like, just looked at me, and then she heard Clay bust into Fever, and she was like,
Clay is here. Because remember, we would go see Clay all the time. We know his voice. I knew his voice. I mean, everything. And we have a piano in the home, so I knew. So I came in with, I just saw roses everywhere. Everywhere. Roses, a big, beautiful balloon display. There were all these, bar top. Everywhere. Roses, a big, beautiful balloon display. There were all these, bar top.
we're back. I don't know.
The internet, you all. Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
So came in, roses everywhere, beautiful food, Clay singing. Y'all, she sent me flowers at work, at my house. There were flowers all over this house that she had sent for me. And I just was like, I couldn't believe that she did all this for me. Like it's one of the most, it's probably the best day of my life. That's probably the best day. No, it really is. Like to walk in and be like this is all for me, and someone that you've always loved and cared for. The fact that she's doing this for you, so it was amazing. And then I was like, you know what? This is the best night. It was like 4 hours later. Clay was leaving, and I was like, this is the best night of my life. And then she's like, I know how to make it better.
I said, I bet I can make it better. She said, I don't know how this could be improved upon, basically. And she went to the ladies' room, and I was scared to death. I ran around because I had the ring over by the table by the television. And I ran back over here, and I got in my chair, and I'm just like, my heart's beating out of my chest. I'm not kidding you guys. I was so excited and nervous, and so she came out, and then she said, this is the best day of my life. I can't imagine how this could be any better. And so I got the little ring box. And I just kind of slid it across the table, and I said, I bet I can make it better. And she started jumping up and down, jumping. It was the cutest thing ever. Like she just had her hand on her mouth and jumping and just squealing and just so excited. And I said, well, you have to open it.
And I knew it was a ring.
Yeah.
I knew it was.
It was a ring box, yeah.
But she didn't know that I had already kind of softly and quietly started looking at rings myself. So when I saw that box, I'm like, this is straight up a ring. And you knew that I was going to say yes?
Oh, yeah.
So that part didn't make you nervous about whether I would say yes?
No, it was just the importance of the moment, and realizing that we were about to make a decision that was going to change the rest of our lives. And I knew I meant it. Like there was no, oh, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. No, we're about to link arms and hearts and lives. And yeah, it was the biggest moment. It was the biggest moment. Because I knew, and I said this to you many times, if we ever really were to get together, like, it just would be unmatched. Because of who you are and who I am, and how we love and how we live, and just, everything. So I was nervous because of that, because it was just such an important, huge moment for both of us. And, I didn't want to do it wrong. I guess there's not a right or a wrong, but I wanted to have the right words, and I wanted it to be meaningful, and I wanted to get it out. And, And I wanted you to know how honored I was to ask you. Yeah.
So I said yes. And I became a fiance that night for the first time in my life. Never even imagined marrying someone.
Yeah.
I never really wanted that for my life. I was like, oh, I'm fine just doing my thing. You know, I'm not trying to do all that until I met her. And it was like, oh, I absolutely want to do that with her. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And then 2 days later, I took her to True Lux to hear Clay. Clay knew that I was going to propose to her that night. She did not know. Everyone in the restaurant knew. Thank you, Lex and Christine. And so I proposed to my wife that night. It's actually, the video's pinned in our profile. I just got a bunch of bags with tissue paper, and the very smallest little piece of bag was a ring box. And I thought that she deserved to be proposed to as well, you know. So we had a double proposal. And I proposed to her the actual 1 year to the day that we actually met in person. So February 16th. Mm-hmm.
That's what happened, y'all.
That's right, Logan. And then we got married the next month. And then we had a fun renewal in Vegas the next month in April. And then we had a vow renewal. Not really. We had a ceremony, like our marriage ceremony, basically.
Like
in June, a reception for family and friends. And then we had a vow renewal in November in Puerto Vallarta.
Mexico. Yeah.
And then we gave birth to the TC fam in May of 2023. Almost 2019.
Yeah.
So that's how we made it, you guys. And we married 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And y'all want to hear that every 5 days.
No, they don't. But just once in a while, they like to hear it.
Well, they keep asking.
Yeah.
Maybe new people asking.
Yeah.
Birth of TC Fam Nation.
TC Fam Nation.
Thank you, Crystal
right?
and Mo, for the roses.
Thank you, guys.
And then what? Nosy Bo said. That's it. That's the story.
Mm.
What's your secret to a happy marriage? Someone asked. That's a good question.
Great question. I love that question.
You want to answer?
Wow.
What do you think?
Well, first of all,
Your hands are cold.
Yeah, I'm a little chilly. I
heater
have
over
the
here.
heater on. It's okay, baby. I'm fine. First of all, secret to a happy marriage. Marry your absolute best friend. The person you admire most, respect most, trust the most, enjoy the most. Mm-hmm. That person who you can be yourself with, who you can laugh with, who you can cry with, you can be vulnerable with, you can be afraid with, and you're safe. That's the first part. And once you find that person and you make that decision to marry them, honor every single thing about them that's like you and that's different than you. Honor them. Acknowledge them. Support them.
Mm-hmm.
Be kind. Be consistent. Be consistent. Because if you are, and we don't all get it right all the time, it's impossible, but I'm telling you, effort goes a long, long way. The more you deposit in that's good, the more trust you're going to build that you can work through the hard times. It's almost like, you can have some hard things that happen, and working through them, you might think, oh, that's damaging. No, it's actually strengthening, because the next time something hard comes along, you're going to have that reference, and you're going to say, oh, remember when we made it through blah, 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 and we didn't think we would? We got this. So you're going to deposit good things, and you're going to appreciate the difficult times, because those are also strengthening your relationship.
I would just add everything that she said. I agree with. Positive communication, really being able to share what's working, what's not working, what you need from your partner is very important in a relationship, makes it healthy. Someone said keep folks out your marriage. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the relationship and marriage is between the two of you, so that's important that you protect it and protect that space. I never want to paint my wife in a negative picture, so I don't want to talk about her negatively to anyone. And so that's not healthy for our relationship, nor what does it say about me if I'm talking negative about my wife? Like, that's just not, that's a no-go, you know, for sure. And I would add, like, also just being supportive of each other. Like, you know, she's my biggest cheerleader. I am hers. Like, really pumping each other up, being each other's hype person, encouraging, you know, them to pursue their dreams, to reach for the stars. Like, we definitely do that for each other as well. And then to, like, have fun. Like, a healthy marriage is fun. It's, you know, you got to be able to laugh at each other, even laugh at things that you're like, no, I know I wasn't mad about that. Girl, look at us, we are a mess. And just laugh about it. Like, that's real life, right? Because we're not perfect. So please don't think that we're saying we have everything figured out and we never make mistakes and we never disagree in our relationship. All those things still happen. It's really how we bounce back and how we're able to still move forward, which makes our relationship, you know, makes it healthier. And we're continuing every day to try to make it stronger, because it's continued work. It definitely is. You gotta work at it and keep it interesting and keep it loving and keep it inspiring. That takes work.
It does. It absolutely does.
So, hope that answered your question. Baby, we need to get to Let's Unpack That too. Or are we not going to do that tonight?
Well, I don't know. It's getting kind of late. I think we'll unpack next time.
It's almost 8, yeah.
Yeah, because we ended up telling our story and that we weren't planning on doing that.
They want the Unpack That, baby. I'll be right back.
Where's yours going? Okay. Cocoa Butter, how are you, love? No, everything. Thank you for the roses. Oh, we're gonna make cookies, yeah, but well, the cookie stuff came. We schedule lives. We have lives. Cookies, yeah, but well, the cookie stuff came. We schedule lives. We have lives. Are we back? Sorry, guys. It just keeps cutting out. I think it's the internet. It says we're connected, but, you know, with the storms coming in, I think it's definitely being affected. Yeah. Yeah. She'll be right back, Crafty Kamika. How are you, friend? Hey, Trisha. How did we merge our individual visions for one marriage? You know, we talked about that when we were talking about our, kind of when we did the cleanse. We really asked a lot of questions, like what we were looking for. So we knew before we actually got together and were engaged that we had a similar vision for our lives. And yeah, so, right, baby? Thank you, Sherry. Come on, baby.
Here I come.
I'm tired.
You tired, baby?
Yeah, I'm tired.
My baby's tired.
Thank you, Kins.
Is your...
Yes, Millie, my mother absolutely loves Tracy. My kids love her. It's thank you, boy, mom. It just couldn't have worked out any better, at all. You know, Tracy's a very a person who deserves respect and is very loving and just shows up in such a beautiful way, and you know, it's undeniable. So I would have been surprised if my mom had any other type reaction, you know. So yeah.
So we love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. From cooking.
Yeah.
We didn't get to bake the cookies. We'll do
we
it
will.
next time.
Yeah, they just came.
We're hungry. We've not eaten today,
yeah,
so
we need to go eat.
We're going to eat and just relax and be sad about the Cowboys for a minute. Thank you, Autumn and Logan. Love y'all so
Thank
much.
you.
Hopefully you got a subscription
Beth
tonight.
Dexter,
Oh, we
Nugget.
need to do some giveaways. Maybe do
Whatever you want, baby.
I think we're gonna, Leisha, maybe we spin the wheel tonight. Do a couple of spins. Thank you,
Cherish.
Cherish. We should cherish the life we live.
Thank you, Gemini.
You're welcome. Okay, Leisha said let's spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel.
So our subscribers are eligible to spin the wheel. Okay? So my baby is going to, I'll choose a number. My baby's going to count the number. And then if you win, if you're a subscriber, and we call your name, you get to spin the wheel
Broadway
for
Bandit
a
for the
gift.
subscription.
Okay?
Thank you, Broadway Bandit.
Okay, how about number 11?
Okay, number 11. Here we go. Subscribers. Thank you, our love child,
There's
Autumn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one. 11. Nugget.
Nugget is a winner. Nugget, you won. Now, we spin the wheel. If you are not in the U.S., you will get a gift card.
Yeah.
No matter what you win on the wheel, okay?
Yeah.
Just FYI. Okay, this is for you, Nugget. Nugget won Ritz peanut
Oh, my
crackers. Yes. Our favorite Ritz peanut butter crackers.
Nugget, do you want those?
Or you can spin again, Nugget.
You can spin again.
Hey, we put them on there because they wanted them. And bingo.
But this group might not want them.
Why not?
I don't know. We love them, but I don't know that people want
It's
to
the peanut
get
butter
them in the
crackers.
mail.
Not just crackers, the peanut butter crackers.
I wanted them in bingo. She
Hush.
said no.
She did?
No, ma'am. I knew it. I could feel it, Nugget.
That was nice, though. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Here you go, Nugget. TNC favorite thing.
There we go.
Okay, Nugget, we're going to send you one of our favorite things. If you would message A, B, or Bree with your mailing address, if you're in the U.S., and we're going to send you a little something, something.
I love it.
She said yes. Purr.
Yay.
Thank you. Okay, let's do another one. Another subscriber winner. You choose the number and you choose.
I think
baby.
number 18.
Okay.
Number 18. Here we go.
Thank you, Anna, for subscribing.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. K-A.
K-A.
Yep.
K-A, you're a winner, baby. K-A. Is that Ka or K?
Maybe it's initials. They were
It
both.
could be just initials.
Caps.
K-A. But here you go, K. You're a winner. You're a winner. Let's see what K-A won. You won
Ritz
Ritz
crackers.
peanut butter crackers.
Okay, you can respin.
If you don't want the Ritz peanut butter crackers, you can respin one time. What do you think? Let us know.
They say it's rigged.
Whatever.
How can it be rigged?
Lady Crafty Kamika saying it's rigged.
How can it be rigged? It's on
Everything's rigged.
It's on the phone.
Tracy.
Those Ritz crackers want to be in somebody else's house real bad.
Oh
we're
my
not
gosh.
sending you ours. We're going to eat ours.
No,
we're
we're
going to
eating
send them
ours.
from Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah,
We'll send
no,
them
they're
to
not
you.
coming from the house. Technology
I'm
be
mad
lying.
at y'all. Mads.
They said at least not the Werthers.
We'll see what KA says. We can do it one more time if you don't want peanut butter crackers. Our favorite snack.
Right.
Hush after party. KA's on mute.
They just left the chat. KA, where are you?
Oh well, let's do one more. When KA comes back, we'll decide.
KA don't want those crackers.
Baby, do number 9.
Where is KA? I'm a little worried. What happened?
KA said, "Oh hell."
Oh hell. She's gone.
Maybe her internet went out like ours.
Okay, well we're watching for
What
you,
number,
Kay.
baby?
Okay, so number 5.
5? Okay.
Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TC alarm, Natalie.
Natalie, TC's alarm, Natalie. Here you go. Here.
Now, if it's
you
crackers
go.
again, I'm going to start to think it's rigged too.
Baby,
What does it say?
it's a spin. Can't rig a spin.
I know, but okay.
TNC,
Favorite thing.
favorite
All right.
thing. Natalie, congratulations. Send your address to AB or Bree, and they will send you one of our favorite things. We didn't hear from KA.
She gone.
Kay.
Gone.
Bye, Kay. Okay, you guys, we love y'all so much. My baby says she's ready to go. It's time for us to
Yeah.
eat.
I'm tired and hungry.
And we're
so
going to hang out. Thank you, our
Thank
sweet
you,
Katie.
our sweet Katie. We're glad we got to make some Rotel with you guys and watch the Cowboys
And we're gonna go
lose.
eat it.
And
Yes, and you know what else? The
Thank you,
Cowboys
Cherish.
fumbled the bag tonight.
thank you, Sherry.
Cherish the life you have. You should cherish.
We don't go live every day.
No, not every
We go
day.
live on Friday nights for sure.
And then other times randomly.
Thank you, awesome Ashley.
Hey, awesome Ashley.
Our love child.
Oh,
Autumn.
thank you. Love you.
Thank
Hey,
you, Charlene.
Thank you. So those are our giveaways tonight. We have
Unique
bingo
City.
tomorrow.
Love. We love you.
We have TC Fan Bingo tomorrow for our subscribers.
No everything.
We have a whole bunch of people on the bingo tomorrow. So if you are on the bingo,
Hello, pretty
we'll
girl.
see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
T, add the Google form. No, you need to message me like later. Like send us a message later because we'll, So we love y'all so much. Remember to follow our socials. We have a link in the bio with all of our information. We're going to also upload an interest form if you're interested in meeting us during one of our meet and greets at one of our meet and greets or link ups where you can sign up. And then we'll look through and make sure you're good to go before we invite you to our space, of course. So we'll add that to our link as well. So Country with a Twang has a question.
We're not going to bake cookies tonight because it's late, but we have our cookies ready. So maybe if we go live tomorrow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They said, who's Kim?
KEM? They know who Kim is.
What is Rotel?
Good night, Corny Aspen. We love you too.
Yeah, we have a background check. We clingy hell. Who's Smokey?
Here we go, baby. Good night, Trisha. We love you too.
Baby, what's a cookie?
Galleta.
Love you, Marina.
Marina, we love you.
Can we see the Rotel again? What are crunchy towels?
Baby.
How do I cut this cheese again?
What's rat killing? What do y'all spell, Aaron? Cocoa Butter Chanel.
Love y'all, Tice. We love you. What's tequila?
Thank you, Eloquent Ellen. How do you cook corn? Baby.
Good night, Sherry. We love you. What's T up to?
How many cubes of cheese?
20, 50, 11.
50, 11.
Say both of them, baby.
Both of them.
That's good, baby. And then we fall for it every time.
I know.
And we just
I know.
kiki with them for like 5 minutes.
Good night, Joan. Love you.
Love you, Joan. Where's Cardi T? Where's Cardi T?
Where is Cardi T?
Still in Massachusetts?
We need to find Cardi T.
I'm gonna bring Cardi T home.
What did the bird say? You know what the bird
She's
said.
headed to Louisiana.
Oh, good,
We ain't
okay.
seen a picture, Leisha. We ain't seen
We haven't
nothing.
seen a picture from anyone. She's made 2 stops on her tour. Don't make me call Portia.
Right. Sees both of them, does have bass in it.
Cardi T went MIA.
What's Tahine? What's a house coat? Who's Killa? Did they see the bird in the background, baby? Show them the bird.
Killa's over here. Look.
Look at Killa.
Look at Killa on the piano. Look at Killa. That's our mascot.
Good night, Charlotte. Guten Nacht. What's a dilly do? Cardi T is outside.
Lex says,
hell.
I am confused right now. Lex, we are too.
The bird said, night, night, hell.
Hello, pretty girl.
Can Killa play the tambourine? Thank you, Nugget. Who's Portia?
What's a ranch water? Hey, Julie. Night, night.
We clingy. Hit the button. What song was playing? No, we don't play. Neither one of us.
We're going to eat, Tam.
play the piano.
Love you. Thank you
Love
for reminding us
y'all.
because we're starving.
Thank you for the love, for the comments, for the likes, for the affirmations. We do affirmations. Thank y'all for everything.
Yeah, we got off track tonight. But,
But we love y'all.
yeah.
We'll catch up next time.
Love you guys.